Hello, gorgeous little boy. The drama which I've got going on in my life is probably more relatable to the audience out there. Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by at my channel. Today's video is... I need to do that again. Good morning! Well, it's actually early afternoon for me, so I need to rush this video, to hurry up and start this video. I'm doing a quick get ready with me. I'm trying out some new products which I've bought recently. It's not my first time using them myself, but it'll be my first time showing you guys on camera. I find that's quite helpful as well. I've got a little bit of an idea of how I'm liking them, all the fun stuff. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I haven't got anything special to get ready for. This is just me getting out of the shower, washing off all of my fake tanning I did last night, and I did have my eyebrows done yesterday, and I think she's put a slightly warm, too warm of a auburn colour through my brows. They look red, don't they? I think I'll just start that first. I'm just gonna lightly go over what she's done. I hate that. Do you hate it when you think you found a good brow person or a lash person or any kind of treatment you constantly get and they do something different to what they normally do? That winds me up. You've got to be consistent. I'm not going to do anything else. I know they're looking a little bit warm in the camera, but I don't really think I need to darken them anymore. They're already shaped pretty good. She does do a good job at shaping and tinting the brows, and she does take her time as well, which I really like, because that means she's doing a good job, or she's just really slow at what she does. I don't know. So because I'm trying out a new primer, which is the Revolution Pro Blur Stick. This was £10. You can get it from Superdrug, definitely Revolution online. I like to moisturise first. I've already used my regular skincare this morning, but I want to make sure my face is totally moisturised, and this is the Yes2 Coconut Ultra Hydration Moisturiser in a mist, and it's got coconut milk in it. I like the packaging. I think it's really cute. Definitely been enjoying this, and I think this is quite new. I'm not totally clued up on Yes2 products. They're not very expensive, so I'm not sure how much people rate Yes2 products, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. And I'm still really enjoying the Perfecting Facial Oil by Palmer's. No one's ever gave me their feedback on this, and I really would like their feedback if they've used it, because the claims it has as a facial oil, it really impressed me. Although I've used it for so long now, I suppose people's opinions won't really affect my opinion, because I have definitely enjoyed using this as a facial oil, and it's only £10, so that's really good. The Ginseng Origins moisturiser I raved about a few months ago, and one of my favourites, because I wanted to try it out instead of trying the Clinique Moisture Surge. I have almost run out, and I've gone ahead and gone back to Clinique. I definitely prefer the Clinique over the Origins. It's just, I don't get the same kind of satisfaction when using it, and the smell is just slightly too strong for me, and normally smells don't bother me. So, and that's just what happens when you start using stuff for a long time. You start to realise what your favourites are. So it's going to be a very quick get ready with me. Nothing special going on today. This Revolution Pro Blur Stick, it's a tinted version. It's not a clear one. I guess it's kind of imitating the one which Milk brought out. It says apply directly to clean skin for a smooth makeup that won't budge. I do find it fills in the pores. I have been enjoying it, and it immediately blurs out pores, but I find the size just a little bit humongous, you know. It's like, it's kind of hard to get right here. It does feel hydrating as well, and I just mainly use this in the centre of my face and not on the outskirts of my face. Revolution are hit and miss with me. They're cruelty free and vegan. You get 30 grams of product. It's a huge amount. I'm sure I'm not going to get through this very quickly at all. I like it for the job that it's supposed to be doing, which is blurring out my pores, and it's not expensive. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the Milk one, or any other primer which is in the same form as this, then I can recommend it, because I've been using it non-stop nearly on the days I want my makeup to stay, put it that way. So for foundation today, I'm going to be mixing the Nabla Close-Up Close-Up Foundation, Futuristic Foundation, with the number 7 Hydra Luminous, just because I find this a slightly to be too orange. When I add this, it kind of tones it down, and they go really well together. I'm still working with this Bare Mineral stick. I cannot make my mind up whether I really like it or not. I used it yesterday, it was okay. I used it this morning to go on the school run. I know, crazy. Makeup, come home, wash it all off, get in the shower. But I did buy it for quickness and convenience. That's the main reason why I bought this. And it was okay today for a quick application. But I think I used it the other day when I put this on as a base first, just to moisturise. Because I do tend to do it morning and night with this. And this was separating all over on me. I know this is a water-based one, I believe. And I guess because water-based and oil don't mix, it really took an effect on how my makeup was sitting on my face. It was just breaking up. When I know I'm going to be using this, I won't apply the oil. So far, fingers crossed, so good. But I'm in that in-between phase where you think, is it a good foundation? Do I like it? I'm going to keep trying with it. I don't want to test anything out today. I just want my makeup to look nice and decent. I'm just going to go in with what I like to use, which is the Nabla, which is slightly too orange for me, as you can tell. I do think that I'm more leaning towards a cool neutral rose. That is definitely the shades I'm going to stick with. More neutral. If it's too pink, no, I don't like it. But I'm going to definitely try and steer away from yellow toned foundations. And because I've just had a fresh batch of self-tan on, it's not going to be a problem. So yeah, it's just about makeup. As the title says, no drama. Drama being the obvious thing right now. The drama which I've got going on in my life is probably more relatable to the audience out there. Everyone knows that when you see my family on the videos, we look like a really, you know, close, outgoing, loving family, and we are. It's not a front. But in the past few weeks, it's been a difficult time for us, for me and my husband, because he is a part-time reservist in the Air Force. When he was full-time, I didn't like the separation from him, didn't like being separated from him. He got out of the Air Force and just did it basically part-time. And it was never an issue for us doing it part-time until his squadron moved to Italy. I've just quickly bounced a sponge over my face just to make sure that's all blended in. It wasn't a problem until they wanted to send him to Italy, and he basically put his name forward for 6 months without telling me. And I don't even care if he watches this, because he probably won't watch this video, but I was fuming. Like, we have always had an issue with his sudden decisions, like the choices that he makes. Selfishness in a man. I don't know if it's just my man, but men to me seem really selfish. And I say men because I've got men in my family and I see the decisions that they make, and they have, you know, when it comes to relationships, I'm using the First Aid avocado concealer, still loving this concealer. And when it comes to them being selfish, it is just so, like, for women, I feel that for women, I think we put our family first. We put the children first before anything. I put my husband first before anything. I do have things which are just for me, this being one of them. But on a whole, I'm contented with what I've got. I'm happy. And, you know, it's just about finding that balance where, because I definitely went through a phase in my life when I was turning 40, like what am I achieving, what am I doing apart from being a mum? Although being a mum is the most rewarding and best thing on the earth. If I die knowing that I've done a good job at being a mum, then I'll be happy. That means more to me than any career, and just to see them succeed, see them grow. It's just amazing to me when you think about the whole process of raising a family and raising children and what you leave behind. I think it's amazing. So that's really important to me. But then I was going through like a little, oh, I want to do more than that. That's what pushed me to go and get qualified at being a makeup artist. But when he makes choices, it affects the whole family. He has a hard time dealing with it. He has a hard time me disagreeing. So yeah, we went through like a rough couple of weeks, and it ain't even over yet. We're still like discussing stuff and trying to compromise. At the moment, if it goes ahead, because it's not even been approved yet, if it goes ahead, he'll be gone for 5 months, but I'll be going over there with the kids in August. I just don't like selfishness. I really don't. It's a really horrible flaw to have. And I've got my flaws. I've got my flaws. My flaws are really obvious. I'm sometimes too outspoken. I'm not the best cook. I am quite, what's the word? My husband said I'm actually self-righteous, like I think I'm right all the time, and I don't think I'm right. I don't think I'm right all the time. I just have a really strong opinion on stuff, and I have my morals and what I think is right, and I tend to stick to that. But I'm always open to others' views and other opinions, and I also can be swayed in a different opinion when if it makes sense. It's not my way or the highway, and I keep saying that, but he actually did use the words that I'm quite self-righteous. It's been a rough 20 years, I'm telling you. So I'm trying to teach my daughter, you know, don't live for a man, live for yourself. Concentrate on, you know, on getting to know yourself and loving yourself, and just so you'll never have to rely on a man for anything. I find it can be so devastating when a woman dedicates her life to her husband and makes all these sacrifices for him, you know, to further his education, to further his career, or even other stuff, which, you know, loyalty, trust, or everything, and then the man can get up and leave one day. I find that so heartbreaking and devastating when that happens to women. And I know it happens to men too. I'm not men bashing. Right, anyway, let's get on to makeup. So, what we done? I've done concealer. I've done, I'm just going to quickly set my concealer on my eyes so I can go ahead and start with eyeshadow. So I'm going to be keeping it quite neutral today, and I'm going to be using the Dose of Colours Pretty Cool palette. Not doing anything heavy. I wanted to use the Friendcation palette, but I kind of get the impression that is more of a going out palette for me. And I'm using the Morphe M518. So that is what's basically been going on in my life. Just a bunch of drama of my own. I ain't got time for no one else's drama. Something always seems to happen as well when very close to the point when we're going away. Like, we are very close to leaving to go to Florida, and we don't need that kind of atmosphere. And now he wants to, we're talking about popping down to Miami while we're there, because he's never seen Miami. I had a vacation in Miami when I was like 21. Actually, I was 20. So I had to have a fake ID with me. Because in England you're allowed to drink when you're 18. And obviously they ask you for ID everywhere in the States when you're young. So I had to get a fake ID. So me and my best friend at the time, another long story. We had to get a fake ID so we could drink. So I'm using the lightest colour in the palette first, which I believe is called Taupless. I'm ignoring the front door. Someone keeps knocking on my front door nearly every day with parcels for the neighbours, and it's getting on my nerves. It's like literally getting on my nerves. I don't mind doing it on the one-off. Going in with the second shade, so I'm going to go slightly darker, which is Sign Off, the middle one right here. Haven't used it for quite a while, so it's very cool. I might mix it with Let's Chill. I'm going to use Let's Chill as well, just to warm it up a bit. So yeah, we might pop down to Miami while we're there, and I'm planning on doing a huge shopping haul. Well, I say huge, it is huge to me. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the US mothers out there. Just going back in with that same brush and softening up the edges. For mascara, I got a duo. I got the Sigma eyeliner and mascara duo sometime in January. The mascara is not worth a dime. It's nothing. It's not good at all. Just bringing this out now. And the eyeliner is decent, so I'll use the eyeliner today. This is the type of look I do when I don't know what to do. And I also tend to use a lot of browns if I'm going out, because I just find them so flattering on me. So this is the Sigma liquid eyeliner pen, and out of the 2 items that I bought from Sigma, this is the winner. The mascara is completely rubbish, and I find it just as good, if not better, than the Kat Von D pen, which is what I've been using for a very long time. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk right now. Just a little one. Right, let's speed up the other eye. Oh Lord. I've been on and off camera for about 10 minutes trying to fix my winged eyeliner. It got out of control. It was one of them days. So I'm going to go in with some of my bronzer, which is my new favourite bronzer. I've mentioned this before. This is the Pixi Shape and Shadow bronzer. I always try and keep most of it on the sides of my temples and not concentrate at the top. I just kind of blend what's left on my brush for the middle, because I don't like having a harsh bronzer line. I just like to give it some colour. And then to warm it up a little bit, because it is a very, it's not cool toned, but it's like it's very pinky cool tone. I love it. It's a really good bronzer, but I always like to add a little bit of my favourite Too Faced Chocolate Gold. And I will contour, do a little bit of nose contour quickly, very, very quickly, with the same bronzer. My mum decided to complicate her life and get a new puppy. I'm definitely going to have to introduce it on camera. In fact, I might do it tonight. I'll let him have his own showcase on my video today. You'll get to meet him. He is just turned 8 weeks. He's still very much a baby. He is so cute. I would love to have a dog. I really would. I've always been a dog lover, but with 4 kids, 2 of them being autistic, I just can't do it. My kids would probably accidentally hurt the dog. I don't know. It'll be too stressful for me. Going in with the Daniel Sandler blusher. I'm not sure if these blushes are showing up more texture than I would want, because that is not what these were designed for. Maybe with a sponge they show up the texture more, where with a brush it just maybe glides on. I don't know, but you have to be very careful with, and probably because it's a shimmer one, it's not a matte blusher, so that might be the reason why it's showing up slightly more texture on my face than I would like, which is annoying. So annoying. I'm just going to quickly go underneath my eyes with the Dose of Colours palette again. Just kind of join it up to the liner. So I've inquired about having a personal trainer, because I don't seem to be getting anywhere with my exercise and dieting. When I think about it, I feel like I want to have a nervous breakdown when it comes to exercising. I really do. And I know I'm not alone in the battle to exercise. I'm using my Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. Everyone raved about this. I've never tried it, and I'm impressed with the formula. It seems a very good mascara. Put it this way, I can definitely see why people like it. It's a good mascara. But I thought it would be, honestly, truthfully, I thought it would probably give my eyelashes even more length than I've ever seen before, and it hasn't. And I'm going to go in heavy with the mascara because I'm not wearing lashes. About to apply highlighter now. This is a quick get ready with me. I'm using the new L'Oreal Shake and Glow Spray Illuminator. It's called Luminous Setting Spray. I believe it's a different name in the States. It's called Dewy Spray, but this is an illuminating one, which is definitely more up my street. I've only used it twice. So far so good. I do like it. And it has a really nice scent to it. It's a nice gentle scent. And then for highlighter, I got a new Wet n Wild one. So the only other Wet n Wild highlighter I've got is Precious Metals, which is like a rose champagne colour kind of thing. It's a beautiful colour. But the new one I got is called Golden Flower Crown. So it's not flower of my canopy. There's one called or crown of my canopy, something canopy. This is, I haven't seen this shade before, but it's more of a gold one, and I love gold highlighters, I really do, which is there. Really, it's like more warm, more peachy gold. Gorgeous. And I want to use this Precision Beauty brush. It's a little bit more tightly packed than my other brushes because I find the colour, woo, that is some highlighter. Pop in. I am really like hooked on highlighter, so I know this is like not to everyone's taste to have a blinding stripe across their face, but I do try and blend it in. Right, so now I'm going to try a new lip liner by Bite Beauty. Bite Beauty had on a sale on their website. I think I used this one. So I got two. I got one in 022 and 020. I'm hoping it's not going to be too light. Okay, that's not going to work. No, that ain't even going to show up on my skin. It's too much, like it almost is the same colour as my lips. Oh, it's made me mad. Let's try the other colour, 022. That's a bit better. Well, this just about works, like just about. This gloss from Colourpop, I don't know what it's called because it's rubbed off. And it's a gorgeous sparkle peach. It's actually like more of a duochrome, isn't it? That's it. We're done. I'm going to do my hair off camera, come back, introduce Bentley to the family, and then say my goodbyes. This is my quick go-to, don't know what to do with my eyes, makeup look. I'm going to finish my hair off camera and be back, and then you can meet Bentley. I'm back. It's been a few hours since I last came back on camera, but time got away with me. But here is the special guest appearing on today's video. Please welcome to my channel, Bentley. And here he is. He's my little doggy. This is my mum's new dog and I want one. Bentley. Look at him. Say hi, Bentley. Hello, gorgeous little puppy. Hello, gorgeous. Are you tired? Are you tired, little man? Look, let's bring you closer to the camera. Hello, gorgeous little boy. Isn't he gorgeous? I don't want to spend too much time on camera because he is tired. So I'm going to love you and leave you. At least you got a chance to meet him. But he's very sleepy. And I'm going to steal him from my mum's house. Say bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe. We'll see you soon with another video.